What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Underwater Fly Zone podcast. This is going to be episode 5 of season 6. I forgot to tell you guys, you're on the season. You're on the season.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. So we got a lot to talk about today, and I'm excited to get into it. Let's go around and introduce yourself. Tell the people your name and what episode is this for you.
My name is Spencer. This is episode 5 for me, I believe. So
yes, and one of them is on private mode. It was the secret season that started and then ended and never to be seen.
It's supposed to be the start of my co-hosting career, and instead no one gets to watch it.
Yeah, instead the podcast disappeared for like 6 months, but we're back. Anyways, Malik,
episode 2.
Yes, sir. Your first one was on season 5, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Yes. Spencer knows the podcast.
Because I was also on,
yeah,
because I was on that one.
Let's go. All right, Carson.
Yep, I'm back, and I don't really count my episodes anymore, so
Yeah, well,
Probably
is this
15.
double digits?
definitely.
Has to
I
be.
literally
Has
don't
to
count
be.
anymore. though.
Has to
Don't
be.
count.
That is crazy. All right, hey, so we have a little different type of episode today. We have a question that we're gonna ask, and I want you guys to answer the question in the comments. But before we get into that, we're just gonna catch up for a minute because I feel like I haven't talked to, especially you, Malik. It's been a minute, bro. Spencer, we kind of have like not seen each other much besides one. There's one reason we've been seeing each other quite a bit lately. Do you want to hold it up for the people?
So me and Foster, last year we talked about it. We coached another basketball team together.
Yes, sir.
We got the jersey hung up over there. Underwater Fly Zone was the sponsor. We were the Bananas. We brought it back.
Yep.
We've talked about it in an episode in, I think it was season 4.
Yeah.
We talked about the history of the Bananas a bunch, so I won't go into it. But it was 4 years back in like elementary school, middle school, stopped for 8 years, and then we brought it back last year with my dad as a head coach and us as an assistant. So me and Foster saw each other 3 times a week for 2.5 months because we had 2 practices and games. But
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Bananas, man. Runner up.
yeah, second place.
Went
which was
all the
sick.
way and then lost to the team with a kid. Literally, these are 5th and 6th graders. There was a kid on the team taller than me.
Literally my height. I'm
Yeah.
6'1", and he was at best a 6th grade, or at the oldest a 6th grader, and my height. It was crazy. Also, don't ask us how the bracket was set up, because that is definitely why we got second.
Hey, we don't got to talk about that.
They randomized it at the beginning of the year and said because they didn't want people to focus on wins and losses because it's rec basketball. They want to focus on like progress, which is fine. There's 9 teams. We were in the top group of 5. There's a bottom group of 4. The bottom 4 were seeds 1, 2, 3, and 4. Us as the 5 seed were the highest seed on our
Because it
side of the bracket.
randomized.
Because it was just random. And that's how it worked. It was randomized at the beginning of the year.
And we just happened to play all the worst
So we
teams.
played the 4. We were gonna be matched up against the 4 teams that were worse than us the whole year.
So you say that's fine. Do you really believe that?
I think it's fine. I think it's a fine idea. Like I get the idea in
Yeah.
rec basketball. I think it was executed oddly.
Yeah. I mean, I get like they're trying to make it not so competitive, but I feel like that's also kind of weird. I don't know.
But like, I mean, you think about what our team was like in the middle of November, and then what they were in late January, early February. It's like that is a much better team because
That's
we were
true.
focused on improving.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea, but they didn't tell anyone until the bracket was
Until the
starting
bracket,
either.
hey, we'll take it. I mean, hey, that's the first team Underwater Fly Zone has ever sponsored. We got the plaque. We're actually sponsoring another team here in Carson. You turning it down?
Yeah, you're loud.
That's just me.
We're sponsoring another team, a rec baseball team coming up, and it'll be in the spring. So yeah, we'll have to talk more about that when the time comes. But yes, sir. So that's kind of what me and Spencer have been up to lately. What else do you want to say to the people, Spencer? What you got coming up?
I think we're gonna talk about it in another episode, so I won't go into it too much. But I get married in 3 weeks,
Yes,
which is
sir.
kind of on my 8-year anniversary. So it's been that and work and basketball pretty much. So.
Yes. Wait, did you say? Wait, I feel dumb for not knowing this, but your wedding is on your 8-year anniversary.
Yes.
Oh,
Which
so you
I
don't
plan
have to
to-
switch anniversaries.
One less date to remember.
That's amazing.
It's
That's amazing.
it's just 2 different years.
That's thinking
yeah.
easy.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
no,
smart.
It's clutch, and it's a cool thing to brag about. I tell it to everyone I know.
That's so crazy. 8
awesome.
years, bro.
It's a long time.
Sheesh. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Every
We're
time I
excited.
Bring up your wedding. People are just like, well, you have friends that are that young. They've been dating as long as I know 'em."
Freshman year of high school. Yeah, since we were literal children.
Yeah,
So
Literally.
that's crazy. I don't even remember you without McKenna. Like, that's how long it's
I mean,
been.
we knew each other for 10 years for me without McKenna, so that's kind of disrespectful.
I mean, no, but those
that's
were
kinda
like
crazy.
that's like a past life
That's
though.
true.
It's like
That's true.
almost a decade ago. I mean, Anyways, Malik, what you been up to, bro?
Working.
Working.
Just working.
So what you been working?
I work at a bakery.
There you go.
I get to work with food. Today we spent like 3 hours just experimenting with stuff, which was great because I didn't eat breakfast, so I got to smell
Nice.
15 different things.
That's clutch.
But I enjoy what I do.
That's awesome.
I don't have to go up front and deal with people. So
There you
that's
go.
nice. I don't miss that. Anyone out there that works in customer service or hasn't done it yet, if I were to be president, I would make it a law to where everyone would have to do it for at least 2 years so that you understand how bad it is to deal with the general public. Because you guys worked at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that everyone who saw you pushing those carts for the mobile orders knew what you were doing, did not care.
Yeah.
They would ask you stupid questions all the time.
Oh yeah.
Sitting there, just like, so you have grapes on your cart. I needed those grapes.
Yeah, no, dude.
You're like, bro.
They're like trying to push you out of the way and stuff. It's like, bro, come
trying to do
on.
my job,
Can you
bro.
move? Can you move? Oh, I didn't actually. Oh, I'm in the wrong aisle.
Dude, one time I was there and I saw Carson, and he was like, "Yeah, this cart, it's like the 15th in the like queue. This car just pulled up." I was like, "Oh, are you gonna like help speed up?" He goes, "Nah." He's like, "End of my shift, I'm clocking it out."
That's how it
And
is.
you just left him. Oh yeah. You're like, "Not my problem. It's at 7 p.m. I'm out of
My
here."
time to leave.
That's so funny, dude. Hey, y'all, a lot of y'all didn't know, bro. Malik was my roommate in college for a year back in the 416.
Like a year and a half.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. During the COVID time, so we got real nice and cozy in that old 200-year-old house, bro.
That place was kind of sick.
I loved it.
Dude,
I loved it.
I don't think I ever told you. When we first moved in, our water heater was broken, and we didn't have hot water for 2 weeks.
I forgot about that.
Also,
bro.
the dude tried to make us pay for the new water heater.
The one you moved into.
Yeah,
broken.
we moved in. It was an electric one.
Mhm.
So then it would have cost less for gas because then we would have only needed to pay for heat. And then we're like, okay, it'll be good for a few months. And then the dude's like, oh, yeah, this is busted. It'll run for about like $450. We're just looking at each other like, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like we're spending $450.
Yeah,
I don't know what you
let
want
us
me to
know
do.
when you pay for it,
Literally.
landlord.
And then because we didn't help pay for it, as he tries to bargain with us, then he shows up and he's like, "Hey, I need you guys at the house at this time on this day." We're like, "Okay." Like we thought we were in trouble or something. And he shows up with the water heater and he needs us to help him move it in the basement.
Yep, I remember all. This is all coming back to me now. That's
The
funny, dude.
door it felt like it was as thin as this half of the table. So you're trying to move the thing down there, creaky stairs that
Oh yeah.
were not meant for anybody to go down.
Dude, that house, bro. Every time I drive past it, I'm like, I can't believe I lived there.
Killed a
Like
bat
that.
in there.
For like a while.
Yes,
Yeah, for real.
dude. Oh wait, we can't say that, Malik. The bat. That's like a federal crime. Isn't that like a crime?
So Carson, what have you been up to?
We definitely did not kill a bat. I definitely did not kill a
I
bat.
didn't touch it.
It was
I-
invading, bro. It was invading. the
Statute of
house.
limitations.
I
It's
smacked him
gotta
with
be
a
okay.
broom like a home run ball, bro. I killed that mug. I'm not even gonna
I
lie.
have a video on my phone of him just saying, "This is how you kill a bat," and it just runs up at it and just smacks it.
Oh,
I tried to save you guys. I wasn't there.
hey, I
wasn't
was
involved.
there.
I'm not in this legal trouble.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a freaking bat in my house. Like, what they want? Don't let it bite you and get rabies. It's illegal if you don't. Like, what are we talking about here, dude? The bat's flying around. I took a broom. Bink. I mean, R.I.P. to the bat, bro. I honestly kind of felt bad, but not that bad. Should I cut this all out? I don't
No,
know.
no, I think this is sick. No, statute of limitations. You can't get in trouble.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago, so that's like not even. I was a different person back then. You know?
So basically, it doesn't count.
Yeah, you could arrest that version of me, but he's gone. So
Yeah.
good luck finding him. Anyways, Carson, what you been up to, bro?
School, work. You know, we just went somewhere. Oh yeah, we went to Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if we should go into that yet. If you want to, we can. Though.
We can go into it a little bit. I don't know if we'll do a whole podcast episode
Yeah.
dedicated to the
Nah.
Dallas trip, but it was lit, dude.
Dallas was awesome, bro. I've never been in a city like. Okay, so I love Kansas City. I love where we're from, and I mean we went to Chicago. Chicago, everyone Chicago was awesome. You might
Chicago's
everyone,
massive.
everyone says you might want to live in Chicago one day. Indy was cool, but it was it wasn't nothing better than Kansas City, and I didn't really think Dallas was going to be either. But we went down there, and Dallas was that was a dream. Great weather, ton of people, but like enough. Like it wasn't like there was too many people for the area. Like all the areas were huge places. I loved Dallas and the event, and that's not even talking about the event. The event in itself was amazing, but
Best event we've ever done. I didn't bring enough.
yeah, shout out
Much.
Robbie Keys also. That dude let us stay
Definitely.
and also helped us work quite a bit. So
Shout
him.
out Robbie Keys, dude. He's the one that found us the event. I never would have found this place without him. And now I'm about to try to take a trip to Dallas once a month. I'm not even kidding. It was that good, dude.
wish
Shout
I
out to the
could-
Melting Pot and shout out to Classic Cowboy. I wanted to wear y'all's hat. We did a little jersey swap with this brand. Shout out Classic Cowboy. I should be repping right now. I'll do it on a future episode. But yeah, dude, that was a great time.
Yeah, Dallas was good, and then I've just been in school, and I'm just getting on spring break, and I'll be going to Alabama Gulf Shores in 9 days from now, so that'll be awesome. So
That's sick.
yeah, we're going up, man. We're going up.
Ready for COVID part 2?
So what?
Ready for COVID part
Oh,
2?
I hope not, bro. I
You get,
hope
you get a
not.
third week of spring break.
Oh yeah, dude. Literally, if I go out that, and then I'm just not going back to school. At that point.
They say come back in 2 weeks and then see you in May.
Yeah,
and then,
that's what happened. Last time
Yeah.
he went to a beach for spring break.
Mhm.
That was COVID.
Dude, I
what
still
we're
remember we went on our tennis trip on our way back on that Sunday. We were flying back and we were with our coach Howard, our tennis coach, and he was a teacher. We were like, "Hey, class is moving online. Like, have you figured out your lessons?" He's like, "Nope." We were like, "Well, you have to post stuff tomorrow. Like, when are you gonna work on?" He's like, "Tomorrow." We're like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I'm on spring break. I'm not working." We're like, "You have class tomorrow." And he's like, "Well, figure it out."
Yeah, I couldn't relate with that though.
Could not be me. What do you mean I'm gonna work on it tomorrow? Tomorrow is what you need it for. Class starts at 8 a.m.
Do you know when I planned my lessons last year?
When you
The
taught
morning of,
you
bro.
taught second graders.
I know, but it's still bro. Don't sleep on elementary PE. I literally I could have been responsible for screwing these kids' athletic ability for the rest of their life if I screwed it up.
That's
That's
fair.
true.
Foster
See?
planned like a teacher that partied all night and then woke up and was hungover and was like,
Yeah. Except instead of partying and being hungover, he was
Folding
creating-
shirts.
folding shirts and creating a brand about mental health awareness and like motivational speech.
shows
So
up,
basically the same thing.
shows up the
Yeah.
kids
No
like,
difference.
Hey, Mr. Huggins, what are we gonna do today?
And he's like, "Oh, I don't know."
I forgot.
What y'all want to do, bro?
He's like, "Just play battle ball. I don't right on this climb the
all
net.
these
I don't
balls, all
care."
these balls have
Climb
holes
the
in them. There's chunks pulled out of them. These new balls.
Oh,
Oh my
use
gosh.
an imaginary ball.
We don't
catch.
even have pins.
play catch without a ball.
Just act
Just
like it's
sit there and chill while I go nap.
Guys,
Like,
nap time. Me too.
We're
Nah, dude.
bowling and I have 4 pins.
that was
right.
actually a thing because Tim
Sounds like you're starting with a 6 at the least.
Oh my gosh, dude! No, Hey, don't sleep. I was a good teacher for a year. It
No,
was
you
a
were.
good year, bro.
You were. I like
It was a
even
good
just
year.
at like the basketball and seeing kids there and seeing the kids that wanted you to come watch their baseball games or would come up a year later. Like, it's obvious that you were a good teacher and made a good impact.
Thanks, bud. Nah, dude, that was lit. I actually miss teaching every day. But all right, so you want to hear what I've been up to?
Yeah.
I just got a little dog, and that dude is crazy. And I probably slept for like 3 hours the past because here's what happened. We went to Dallas, and I didn't sleep at all that night. And then we are in Dallas. Shout out to Robbie for letting us stay there, but bro, his couch was not that comfortable. And literally at 6 a.m., the couch was fine, but the worst part is at 6 a.m., they're like remodeling the apartment complex. On a Saturday, you just hear like just drill going off right next to the window. So we went to bed at like 1 a.m., wake up at 6 after a horrible night's sleep. And then we drive through the night. We get home at 4:30 a.m. I wake up at 9 because I was so excited for the dog. And then now I can't sleep because of the dang dog. So I'm barely awake, but it's lit though. That
worth
dog
it.
is the best, dude. If you're
It's
gonna be in
adorable.
he is, dude. I was gonna bring him here, but he would have peed on the rugs. Dude, he won't stop peeing, bro. But he is a puppy, so it is what it is, you know. But hey, he's the new mascot. So if you're coming to any pop-ups this summer, or even Columbia, Missouri this Wednesday, I don't know how that's gonna go, but,
like how-
but he's
I
gonna
like-
be there.
I like how quickly you became a hockey fan because like a month and a half ago, you're like, dude, I've always wanted to go to a Kansas City Mavericks game, and you've gone to 2 or 3 since then, and you have now named a dog
Maverick,
Maverick
yeah.
after the hockey team.
Honestly, like it 100% is after the hockey team. Like there's
It
no.
had to- you have been on a
There's
run.
no-
It's a great name.
That's
but
my guy, dude.
A month and a half ago, you're like, I guess I'll go check it out. And then you went, and 2 weeks later, you were there again.
We call him Baby Rick,
Nah, it's Lil Rick.
Lil Rick,
If Lil
or
Rick-
Ricky.
If Lil Rick at the event gives you a sniff or a lick, that's 5% off.
Oh,
What if he
Do you have the
bites
authority
you
to make?
paying
Yeah, I
for
said, do you have the authority to make that call?
I'm
Hey,
a bit. No,
Lil Rick saves you $1, bro. Just Lil
What
Rick
if
will save
he
you
bites
$1.
you?
If he bites you, oh, you're paying the
Five
tax.
5%
Yeah,
extra.
you're paying the tax. Yeah.
he ain't gonna bite you, but he's honestly the best dog besides like puppy stuff. Like when we leave, he cries so loud. But dude, he has a little howl. It's actually kind of adorable. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't let him sleep in the bed with you, do you?
We didn't the first night. We didn't the second night, and then the third night we were like, let's just do it. But
Did he pee?
he hasn't. He
No,
didn't.
they won't pee in the bed. Like if they don't feel constrained. Problem is, the first night I had my dog, I was sitting there and it was, I think we got home real late, and I just said screw it. Like I'm not dealing with it whining in the crate in the other room. And Sammy was just like, oh well, we shouldn't let it sleep in the bed because it will create a habit. I'm like it's fine. I'll just go to sleep. And it set a bad precedent. I think
Oh,
it took,
gosh.
she's like a year and I'm 2 months old, and it took
'Cause she's
think-
a big dog now, too. She is not a puppy anymore.
it was like, it's still now to this day, like she knows when I get up. So I get up at like 4 in the morning, well like more like 3:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
So if she hears me get up to go to the bathroom when I wake up, she's immediately already in my spot in the bed.
Oh my
She
god.
just gets up, gets in there, and she's looking at me
You're,
like,
you're up for the day.
you're
at that
going,
point.
you're going to work, move. But if it's a day off, or if it's when I don't open, so I go in at like 8 instead, she will get in the bed because I'm in her spot.
I think my cat has a watch and alarm clock because it's the same thing. She knows what time I wake up, and the first thing I do is feed her, so she jumps on me if I stay in bed longer. And on weekends, she jumps and pushes at me, so I don't get to sleep in very often because Nala wants her food.
Yeah.
Even though
Dude,
she doesn't, it's not like the bowl's empty. There's still food, but she expects more.
I wish my dog had an alarm clock because he's sound asleep right now, and I know he's gonna be wide awake at midnight.
Yeah, it's the total opposite.
Oh my gosh.
You guys
10
talking
o'clock
about dogs,
zoos.
bro. I live in an apartment by myself, and that's all I see every single day, bro.
Yeah.
Every day, it's me and me.
Don't get a dog.
That's it. Don't get a dog.
Don't get a dog.
Get a
It's-
cat.
it-
Cats are great.
Allergic.
And
Oh, it would kill me.
hypoallergenic cat.
Hypoallergenics are cool, but still.
I would want like a
Same.
bald cat,
Oh,
Oh no. I would want
Oh.
like
the
a
trippy red cat.
no. I would get like a hypoallergenic Bengal or a little mini Bengal. Is that what they call them? You know, like the ones that look like tiger. But, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they're not.
yeah.
or that'd be dangerous.
Mine kind of looks like that, but like a gray Bengal.
Really?
McKenna's got a Siamese though. You would hate it because it's like long furred. and everything.
Siamese, yeah, I think they look cool, but like if I went up and pet the cat, 3 days from then my eyes were still probably red.
Yeah, no, you would die in our because our space is so small and her cat sheds so
Yeah,
much.
right.
Yeah, I'm not
Is
gonna.
Nala, is Nala still a menace?
Only if you're mean to her. She did scratch my grandpa over Thanksgiving.
Bro,
But
Chad's
he
my
was poking her. He's
Chad's my
antagonist.
best friend, bro, but he's got 5 cats in the apartment, bro.
I'm just him?
Him and his sister.
I would literally die in that apartment.
Are
bro.
they,
I
are
was-
they her cats? or
Maybe
his
it's
cats?
either 3. Okay, they have a lot of cats. 5 might have been a stretch.
Okay,
I think
yeah, I was
it's, I
gonna
think it's
say
3
five.
cats.
I think it was 7 last I heard. Maybe 8.
10.
and they got a hippo.
Nah, but they just got a brand new alligator. So no, but the
Yeah.
cats they
They've got a giraffe. He can't move.
Yeah,
Head
at all.
stuck in the ceiling.
no.
I
but
was
the
about
cats
to
got
get
me
it.
crazy, bro. The cats like they'll just the allergies off cats are worse than any other allergy I have.
I'm not trying to do no cats, but I did almost get an elephant. I'm not gonna lie.
Do we want to get to the question of the episode? 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel like
let's-
we have gone down a weird.
Let's
We're talking about
I'm gonna
hippos.
flip the camera just so we could just have a fresh 30 minutes and we'll get going. I feel old now.
I know I probably should.
Let's get into it.
All right, the question. What's the question? Hold on, give me a second.
If you were told today that you had 6 months to live, what would you do?
Oh, okay, I got it. So if you were told today I'm playing. Okay, that's the question. If you were told today that you have 6 months left to live, what would you do with your time? Who wants to take it away?
So I mean, I don't have like a crazy answer, but I can start.
Okay. Well, there's like a part 2 to this, but like I couldn't tell you guys the part 2.
Okay. So my thing is, I feel like the popular answer, and I don't think it's a wrong answer, is like make a crazy bucket list and just like do all of that.
Yeah.
But I think even if you're considering like you're healthy and it's just like snap of a finger, not like you like are sick, I think I would rather have a lot of like small intimate moments with like the people that matter and like a calmness through it, because I worry for me if I try to do a bunch of like crazy things, I would have too many days where like I'm just exhausted and can't do things that I feel like I'm wasting those when you only got 180 days. I would rather have 175 of like doing small little things that are meaningful than 95 fun and then 75 that are like, oh, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
So I would want to do like little brunches and like calm hike. Like, I don't know, not just sit at home and watch TV, obviously, but I would want to do calmer, more intimate, like really connect and reflect and talk with the people that matter to me.
Yeah.
I like that. Like
That's a good answer.
just little stuff like what we would do, like hot tub nights or something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
Like I would want, cause that's what means the most to me now.
Mm.
And I like bucket list stuff is stuff I'll do once a year, but that smaller stuff is what I mean to make time for consistently and often already. So it's like, it would be untrue to myself to say I'd want to do something I'm not doing instead of just doing more of what I do try.
Mm.
Yeah. That's a good answer. All right, Malik.
I don't think we both should have been here because you kind of said the same kind of thing. How do I put it in a different way, I guess? Well, part of I don't do New Year's resolutions, but
But you made a New Year's resolution.
well, it was because my stepmom's birthday is on New Year's, and I got to see her for a bit for the first time in a while. But I realized that in the recent years, I haven't been able to be around my family as much. I have a lot of family. So for the most part, I would want to try and be able to at least do something with them a little more meaningful and casual rather than try to do some extravagant stuff.
Yeah.
At the end of it, I would want to have a big party, but it would be more of you remember when we did for Caitlin?
Yes.
Where
Like
went to the park.
it's basically, yeah, it's like a celebration of life instead of a funeral. When people do, instead of having a funeral and going to like a graveside or something, it's essentially just a party, and then you take time to celebrate what they were instead of, and it takes away, there's almost no like mourning
Yeah.
what you're missing. It's more like celebrating what you had.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I think that would make a lot of sense.
You've done that
in this.
before?
We had that for a friend of ours in Wichita, and then I did it for some of McKenna's family. Not before. You do it after they pass.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because
but this
my-
would be before.
But this
Yeah,
would be
yeah, yeah.
before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
It's-
gonna say that would be a crazy.
Yeah, that would
I
actually be
don't
horrible.
think I could do that with someone that was
Mm.
alive.
Well, because also I had the idea because my grandparents, when I think they had both retired, and it was also their 50th wedding anniversary, we had a big party for them where like family from all over came. My dad and aunt had set it up, but they set it up as kind of like a celebration of life because he wanted people to appreciate our family while everyone's still there, rather than because I think the year before we had a funeral, and that was like the first time like half of them had seen each other.
Mm.
So that's when I had to deal with all the I haven't seen you since you were me, and I don't know. It's weird when people like kind of notice limited time for things, and then they're like, oh well, this is how I felt about this, and you know you've always been this to me, and me, and then you're just kind of sitting there, it's like, oh well, I don't know. One, I don't know if this is true or not, because I've definitely seen people cave under pressure and just say whatever to kind of save themselves from like a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't. If I were to die, I don't want to leave off a lot of things that I have right now. I don't need to do anything too special. I just want to be with people I care about, hang out, eat some good food.
You would say eat some good food.
So Carson, are you
I gotta eat good food.
skydive every day?
Yeah, I feel like Carson's answer is gonna be the crazy
180 skydives for the last.
One. Our
180.
barber has skydived 500 times.
I actually
Can
want
your
to one
body
day.
do that?
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I think you'd have to like
Why not?
What?
skydive 180 times.
Oh, like
Arel
every day?
has literally skydived
No,
like
like
500
okay,
times.
180
row?
times in
No,
a
yeah,
row.
like-
Absolutely. What do you
every
think? What do you
day.
think people whose
Oh,
job is a skydiver
That's true.
instructor?
Very true.
Yeah, he
Very
was
true.
like the photographer.
Well, I didn't think they did it every day.
I mean, pretty much.
Well,
So, what's your answer, Carl? Sorry.
I don't. Okay, I'm with you guys because when you were talking about that, like first thing that came to my head, hot tub nights with the boys. Like you'd want to have those moments because those are the ones that aren't like. Okay, we went to Dallas this weekend, and I'll remember that forever. But I'll always remember the hot tub nights, and all we did was cross the street and get in the hot tub, and it's unforgettable for years to come.
Yeah.
And it's with people I really do care about. But the other side of me, first thing I would do if I figured that out today is I would unenroll from school because it's pointless at that point. I don't need to go to school.
Yeah,
anymore.
that's true.
I'd maybe work a little bit longer just to gain a little bit more money, but I'd probably stop working eventually because why would I go to work when I'm not gonna? I don't. There's no point in me working. I don't want. I would not want to skydive because like that's just like I'm gonna die with a skydive. Like
I
that
went
doesn't just-
skydiving.
I don't know, bro. I would do. I would probably do some stuff I like would always wanted to do. Like, let's see what like an example would that be. I would want to like. I'd probably travel somewhere, one or two places, maybe probably just one if it's 6 months.
I'm hella going courtside to an NBA game.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
I had to
yeah,
get that
yeah,
out there.
definitely.
I'd probably go like to somewhere out in the mountains or like somewhere out west that's just like really cool scenery or everywhere or just like where you could appreciate like the earth God's given us and everything like that. Just all the beautiful stuff that's been in creation. But other than that, yeah, I think I would just do the little stuff. I'd probably want to drive a Hellcat before I die, but if that could work, I would. But if not, that's whatever, bro. But I would want to probably hang out with friends and family every day, even if it was the little is just okay. Let's go on a walk in Kansas City. Let's go what UND Village Trail and just walk the trails or whatever it is. And I'd try to spread that time out with as many people as possible. At the same time, it's 6 months, dude. You got to like.
Yeah.
You gotta lock in, bro. One day past. If you let one day, like kind of what you were saying about being tired, if you let one day out of that 6 months pass, if you like, at the end of your time, you'd be like, dang, dude. April 13th, bro, I skipped that day, and it would actually like,
Yeah,
eat
that's
you.
facts.
Well, we have, not including me, there's me 126 people at me and McKenna's wedding. And some of them maybe aren't people I don't want to spend time with. But yeah, if I go and spend time with one person a day, then all of a sudden I got a month and a half left. Like, it's great. Like, that's just that alone. And granted, I'd spend time with more than one person at once. I'm
Yeah.
spending more than one day
And-
with my about to be wife.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd want to spend time with some people, like not like distant anybody, but you'd obviously want to spend time with your closer friends more time than just people that you're kind of distant or whatever.
yeah.
We have
But
game nights.
same thing, you want to see all of them.
Game nights.
Yeah. Yeah. Like board game nights kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, just the little chill stuff that make you appreciate life and the people around you.
Foster, you gotta have a more adventurous answer because we have all been very mellow and like
I'd probably
sentimental.
just be calm, bro.
I'd probably just chill out.
No, well, what I would do is to be honest, I'd continue working my job for 3 months, and I'd work my butt off and make as much money as I can. Don't spend any of it. Give it all to Macy. So she's all right for a while, you know what I'm saying? And then for the next 3 months, I would quit the job and do this full time. And doing this full time only takes like 10, 20 hours a week. So with the rest of that time, I would spend time with like friends, the stuff you guys were saying. Spend time with friends, go on hikes with Macy, go on the boat with my family. Hopefully, it's summertime. I'm hoping in those 6 months. And yeah, I mean, I would definitely not change a whole lot, but I just feel like it's always been my dream to do this full time. So I would definitely want to do it for a little bit. So,
Do you know how much
Yeah.
it would suck if the 6 months was October through March?
that would
Like
suck.
just hit the cold month. That would
All
be.
right, just give me 6
that would
days,
be
bro.
Yeah, just stop it here.
It's
I
6
don't-
months, bro.
I-
How about next week?
Yeah, I don't need a snowstorm on month
Especially if
4.
it's like stuff like yesterday.
Yeah,
Where
or
you-
like
I-
beginning of January, like snow. It's just I don't
Yeah.
need it.
I woke up and it's like 5 a.m. I didn't have to get until 8, but I'm just like looking at my phone, like waiting for my boss to like send in, like saying, "Hey, don't worry about it." So I see a text, some girl saying like, "Hey, can someone else open for me?" Like I slid down my hill this morning, and I was like, "All right,
You're
I'm
going
gonna
in.
go back to sleep. I'll wake up at 7, see what's going on." Nothing.
He said,
Nothing.
he said, I'm not opening for.
I showed up 30
He
minutes
said,
late.
he said, I'm going back to sleep.
That's crazy.
Can someone open for me? Nah.
That's
I'm not
crazy.
doing it.
That's so.
I
I
open-
didn't catch that.
I opened.
You-
I opened yesterday. She can figure it out.
That's so funny.
Push the
dude.
car, walk.
Yeah, you can hike. Okay, one thing I did forget to say about mine though is if it was 6 months, I would want to take underwater fly zone like pop-ups to the most insane places because at that point, I don't even care what we're profiting. But if we get these,
Yeah.
if we get these shirts out and let's say like okay, we did an event in Miami, like just randomly event in Miami and we got some of these shirts out, like
Yeah, literally.
when I'm dead, it's not gonna matter what the financials look like. We're just getting shirts out.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Foster has the same 6 months you do. It's just he's still got the brand to keep going.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, if you're 6 months, no, we would go crazy for
Oh, yeah,
sure.
bro. Anybody
But
6
if it was
months.
my 6 months, I would be on board with that because it's just like, whatever. I mean, actually, I'd want you guys to carry it on if you would want to. But
I would want to full send out those 6 months, and then probably by the story we're spreading that this dude, you're in Miami. This dude has 6 months to live, and this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Dude, you're
yeah, we're gonna sell
in the
out.
darkest
That's
way
so bad,
possible.
though.
We gain a million people,
Yeah.
and then we just coast along. and-
Yeah, no, I'll be honest, that'd go crazy.
Yeah, but,
But like,
that's all-
I hope it doesn't
don't
happen. I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But if it does,
on the business side of
yeah.
things.
No,
I know,
no.
I know, I know, a marketing manager you can hire
Put a face on a T-shirt.
and a project manager.
Face on the T-shirt,
Face on-
bro. That can mean two different.
So here's the deal. This is why I brought this up because the last time we've asked this question on a podcast before, and it was with my professors. If you remember, I did an episode with 2 of my professors, and we were talking about if you had 6 months left to live, what would you do with your time? And one of the professors, Damon Lease, he goes, "I wouldn't change a thing. I love what I do. I love everything about what I do." And since he said that, my whole brain has been on like attack mode, trying to get to that place in life where I could say to answer this question, I wouldn't change a single thing. And I feel like honestly with me right now, I feel like I'm closer than I've ever been, but I still got a long ways to go, you know, but I don't know. I don't know how we want to go from here, but that's such a big thing that has been on my mind, and it's kind of why I do what I do. Like work so hard, like work a 5-day work week and then go to Dallas, do a whole event. And yeah, it's fun to go to Dallas, but it ain't easy, you know. It's a
Yeah.
lot of work too, and it's a lot of money to do, and just. But it's like I don't care. I will work 7 days a week. I'll work a full day of next week, dude. I'm gonna literally do an event from 5 to 11 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm gonna work a whole day of work and then go straight to a pop up all night, and then wake up at 6. Like, but I'm like, dude, I just want to get to that point in my life so badly. I feel like that's kind of my drive for going so hard is to get there. So I don't know. What do y'all got to say about that? Damon Lease, when he said that, it literally changed my life, bro.
Honestly, I'm kind of my answer kind of goes with that. This is it's a bingo card me and my family made. It's a 5x5. It was kind of like a 25 New Year's resolutions type things.
Yeah.
But what I was proud was when I was making it, some are like free spaces because like I've turned 23 on there, get married, like some are gimmies. But
Yeah.
so many of mine was habits that I had been working on and been building, and just keeping myself honest to sticking with it. It's working out every week. It's like budgeting and like tracking my finances, not wasting weekends and doing stuff. Like so much of this when I planned it, so few was things I wasn't already doing. And so I've kind of had the same thing where I realized, especially now, like I'm not in school, I have a job I like, I'm getting married, like my life is now in my control to kind of get to that point. And so I didn't think of it in that way, but I've kind of had that where if I don't like where I'm at, it's on me to fix it and I need to change it. Now my
Yeah.
biggest thing is, and it has been for forever, is getting my mental where I want it to be. I think what I'm doing is where I want to be, or on the path for my age where I'm on the way to, I'm as close to as where I want to be as I can be
Yeah.
physically. in what I'm doing. So now I've just got to get my thinking and my mental well-being and to where it needs to be.
I'm glad you brought up that bingo card because I forgot you did that. Is it
Yeah.
going good?
It's pretty sick. I was going through it with McKenna's cousin today, and there was like 2. Like one is run a 5K, which like people are like, I'm not nearly as close to it as I should be. Like, which is why I put it there because I'm super out of shape. Like, and I put run parentheses and really run a 5K because I don't want to run some and then walk the rest of it. Like, I used to be in really good shape. I used to be able to do I would have been able to do that easy 5-6 years ago, but now I'm so far from that, and so I want to get back to there.
I also know you've been doing good in the gym.
Yeah,
Has that been still consistent?
yeah, I've been going. I mean, I always say at least once a week to keep the habit building, but I try and go more. But
I remember your first week. I think you went like
Oh.
damn near every day.
I think I went 3 or 4 times the first week, which was definitely like I started very optimistic, but I also started in December because I didn't want it to be a New Year's resolution because everyone whose New Year's resolution is go to the gym doesn't keep going to the gym.
Doesn't.
And
That's
so I wanted to
facts.
start it before then, so I didn't have that thing of like, everyone else does it. So it's fun.
My last question how about the weekend thing?
So yeah, that's been going good, and I like it because I gave myself lenience of like, even if the no wasted weekends, just do something big every weekend. Don't waste away both days, even if that is one of the days is deep clean our whole apartment and do laundry. Like that's still doing
A productive
something
day
big.
too.
Yeah, and so that's been good. It'll be harder I think later into the year because now it's like we're planning a wedding. I have a wedding. I have a honeymoon. I have a wedding I'm a best man in. Like it'll be easy to do it when there's life events going on. It's once life is kind of in my own hands to make it that I think I'll need to be more conscious of that.
Well,
We're good.
one thing I was going to say too, do you know what's crazy is that we're asking this question of like, hypothetically, if you had 6 months left to live, bro, who's to say we don't? That's something I think about all the time. Like, there's no guarantee that we even have 6 months, you know? We could have 80 years, I hope, something like that. But who's to say we don't have 6 months? And what you said earlier is so facts. If you did have 6 months, you would look back and be like, dang, April 13th, I wasted that day.
He even remembered the day too.
Yeah. Well, because when you
You
said that, I was
absolutely-
like, this is exactly what I'm thinking because you don't know how much time you have. And it sounds so cliche and like just, yeah, whatever. But no, it's so true, dude. And that's another thing I take in with my life. Every single day, I'm like, there could be a week left. There could be 6 months left. There could be 2 years left. But I have today guaranteed. Like, I'm here right now. I'm going to do the most I can today. And like the next month of my life is about to be ridiculous, bro. It already has been ridiculous. Like I think I have 4 speaking gigs, traveling for pop-ups, that one KC Fashion Week pop-up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's
roofing
crazy.
speaking back up.
Yes, and roof. If we get a hailstorm, I mean, I'm just done
And
for.
a wedding to go to.
And a wedding to
And
go
I-
to.
Chris, I think you said it where you were like, you wouldn't want to do something like you want to continue doing what you're already doing. Like you already try to spend time with your friends and you do the hot tub nights. And if you're doing that now, because maybe you do only have 6 months left already, it's like, why would I change? If I'm not doing what I would do with 6 months left, you're not doing life how you should be.
Yeah,
The,
dude.
the way I like to think about it more is like, okay, so it's you don't want to say you have a year or 6, whatever it is. You don't want to like have the mindset of I have 6 months left because if that's your mindset, if it was my like personally, I know with where I'm at right now, if I legitimately had 6 months to live,
Something bad's gonna
I
happen.
probably don't got much money left when I'm gone. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't have
okay.
money. So you got to have a mindset of, okay, I don't actually have 6 months left to live, but if I did, is the lifestyle I'm living right now gonna fit like my happiness if I were to die in 6 months? I think that's the best way to think about it because if your answer to that is no, if you have 6 months left to live, is your lifestyle gonna make you happy? If your answer is no, then you like I think you probably should work on that because if you had 6 months, so that means 6 months from now you're probably still going to be unhappy or doing whatever it is that's not like fulfilling your happiness. That's your best place to start. Just I mean take that and be like, okay, if I'm not happy in 6 months, if I died in 6 months, why is that? Okay, I'm overworking. Just living a bad lifestyle, not going out and doing enough every day.
Underworking.
Underworking, overworking, being too lazy, being too. I mean, there's an opposite of too lazy. You can be doing too much in your life to like actually like enjoy it.
That is the dang truth.
And damn, I think that's the way I look at it because your lifestyle I mean, that's what it is. If you're going to be having 6 months left to live, your lifestyle throughout that needs to be what makes you happy. If you don't have 6 months left to live, your lifestyle still needs to be something that's
Yeah.
going to make you happy, regardless if you're going to die
Like-
in 6 months or 25 years or 30 years or 80 years or whatever it is.
Obviously, if you're told you have 6 months, like you're gonna go to an extreme. You're not gonna worry
Yeah.
about making money because you only need because you still need to. You shouldn't blow. You should have money. Like you shouldn't spend it all. That kind of thing without knowing it. But everything you can control that doesn't absolutely mortgage and crush your future. Like you
Yeah.
should be striving for that happiness.
And take every opportunity. And okay, so you don't actually have 6 months to live, or maybe you do. No one actually knows that. So if if you're here in 2 months, you get some opportunity that maybe it makes you worried or you're nervous about what the future will look like. Be like, okay, well, I might not be here for 5 more months. Like I could be gone in 2 days. So let's take the shot. Let's see what the thing does. Because the worst it does is it's not for you, or whatever the situation is. The worst it is you made a bad decision, and then you got to find your way from there. But nothing can take like a missed opportunity. Nothing can take that back. If you miss an opportunity in life, and you just decided not to take it, the turnout is on you. You're the one who didn't take that opportunity in life. And most people are scared, and it's just like, okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Well, if you had 6 months, you probably would have taken it.
By the way, I gotta add. I hope all of you are here longer than the next 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're putting some bad like
I
vibes
got
in the
about
world.
7 days.
I hope this isn't the case for you guys.
Hey,
I got your wedding, and then after that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Next question, Malik, what would you do if you have 80 years to live?
80 more years.
80 more.
104.
I would
Triple digits.
if I had 80 years to live, I would live like I had 6 months to
I
live
did
the whole
tell-
time.
I did tell myself though, if I ever get to that point where like I'm on medication to like I've got like enough pills to where my morning I have to take time out of my morning to eat them or I die.
Me and
I'm
McKenna
not doing that.
because she was in nursing school. One of her class assignments was to have the conversation with a friend or a partner or something about like, because some people you have to write like, if I'm on a ventilator, pull the plug, like that kind of thing. We had to have that conversation, which was really weird as at that time 20-year-olds, I think. Like that was a weird perspective shift of like, if I have to be fed through a tube, if I have to be on a ventilator, like
Yeah.
what our line was, because you need to have someone that knows it or you need to have it in writing for when you're in because in those states you can't vouch for yourself.
Yeah.
That was
That's
a
crazy.
crazy conversation to have.
Hey, I gotta switch the camera again real quick.
Okay.
Get back to
Think-
life.
no. Pull it.
All right, let's
pull
make
it.
this the last segment here. What time is it? Oh shoot, yeah. Anyways, bro, okay, let me finish what I was gonna say a little bit ago. So next week, no, the next month of my life is gonna be crazy busy, but I was talking to somebody about this a couple days ago. I'm like, that could be overwhelming, but I look at it this way. Good people need to be crazy busy. Like, the world needs us to be busy. The world needs us doing things, we need to be the people taking action. And because it was one of my teacher friends, and they were like, gosh, student teaching is so tough. I feel so busy. I'm like, yeah, but those kids need you so much. And if you weren't busy, someone else would be in that role that I really respect this person. So I was like, someone else would be in that role that is not as amazing as you, So think about that. I don't know. I think it's good to be busy. But what you said is true. I definitely feel like there's a balance you need to find. But I hear a lot of people tell me things. They're like, dude, I love what you do, and I'd love to do it myself, but I just don't have the time. And what I tell them is, I haven't had the time since 2021 on June 21st when I started this. I've never had the time, bro.
Yeah.
I was president of my fraternity through the course of this. I was getting married through the course of this. Granted, the married part, I legitimately didn't post an episode for 8 months. So, yeah, that doesn't really help my case here. But yeah, you guys, you have the time. You are the type of person that, needs to be in the role that you feel called to be in. So don't be afraid to really live like you got 6 months and really get after it. But I don't know if we have anything else we want to say about that, or if we want to get into something new, because, yeah, I got to get home to let my dog out. And I think we have a lot we could still talk about.
I have an idea for a podcast episode you could do
Oh, yeah.
that
Let's hear
I
that.
don't think I would even be on, but I think so. There was one time you posted a picture and it was I think Carson, Connor, Macy, and maybe Jack sitting in the 4 seats, and you posted a podcast. I swiped up and I was like, episode without Foster with like the eyeballs. You should do, I don't know if it's an episode or a season, but like Underwater Fly Zone All Stars, where it's like Carson's hosting and it's Carson, Connor, Macy, and like whoever's been on the most, or like
So you would
episodes-
be on there.
I don't, well, or like who people have received well, maybe those 3, and then like a rotating 4th that haven't been on it, because I don't think I've been on it. Like I think it's Carson, Connor, and Macy, but and maybe it
I
is
think
me,
you're on the
but
list at least. If it
something
was a whole
like that.
season.
If
for
we did
sure.
a whole season,
Honorable mention.
season where I'm not on, like a little 5-episode little
That'd
season.
be that would have all of us, and then have people like Jack, Connor. I think both the Houstons would have to make that.
Here's
Because
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing.
when
that's
they're
true,
on,
that's
dude,
true.
they're crazy good.
That's
The thing
true.
is, though, I don't know if people who follow it like it enough to not have you in an episode. Like a lot of people, I think you're too humble to admit it. A lot of people follow the brand because of you
I
and like
think-
the way you follow.
They're
like,
I'm turning this off.
His followers start dropping.
Oh,
He's put an
this
episode in one.
No, dude, I think if we could get enough momentum built back up, that'd be a great idea. Because there was once a time where we had so much momentum that I did an episode, and it was just Macy and Caitlin McConville.
Mm-hmm.
The only Underwater Fly Zone episode to ever not have me on it. And it was very well
That
received.
episode did really, really well.
Yeah, it did really good. So I
It was a good episode
definitely,
overall. It actually had like a lot of good stuff in it.
that's a great idea. Let's get some momentum built back up, and let's do that. Like July.
Sure.
That'd be lit.
Don't-
So coming in July, your
Wait,
new
what's in
host.
July? What's in July?
Oh no, I was just saying, you're gonna get some people that you haven't talked to in a minute. 2 that don't need a microphone.
Yeah, I know. Hey, they have to have like 5 episodes to be on it, or like 2.
They
Oh.
gotta leave a comment on every video that's like some sustenance that's other than just like great job.
Yeah.
Like give your actual. I want to see what's going on in your head.
I liked the 5-episode thing better.
Yeah, the women was good.
I gotta I gotta really get consistent again and build our podcast following back up, because dude, literally last episode, or I guess when they hear this, it'll be 2 episodes ago, was so fire, and it has like 30 plays, and I'm like, bro, we used to get 30 plays in 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and now it's been 2.5 weeks. But it's just because I was inconsistent. I spent 2.5 years building up an audience, and then disappeared, bro. I'm like, dang it, dude.
Yeah.
All those Friday nights I freaking stayed in.
I'll be honest. I feel that because I've done 3 or 4 podcasts, but I'm starting a new one.
Hey, wait, hold up. What is it?
Okay, so I've posted 1 episode. It's called Sunday Driving, and every day when I drive home from work, I just voice memo and talk. I'll be honest, I don't think this isn't how you advertise a podcast. I don't think it's anything that great. It's literally just all I'm gonna do is drive.
Go
home.
listen. It's not that great.
It's I don't care because I don't care if people listen, but it's a 7 or 8 minute drive home, and all I'm gonna do is listen to podcast music anyway. So I just hit record and just talk. I just yap.
That's fire, though.
The only person that's told me that they've listened to it and talked to me about it, my mom. Shout out, mom. But
wait,
she said-
is it posted?
Yes.
Wait. How did you know that was the applause?
I read it.
She said it's like listening to a phone call, but just one that you can't respond to. Because I'm literally just like talking. But it's not super edited. The first episode, I hadn't even come up with the name before I posted it. So the description is "Welcome to Sunday Driving," in parentheses, a name I never once mentioned during the episode. But like I just record and I go home. Like it's just an outlet, because I know I've always liked making podcasts. I'm a talker. I talk quite a bit. But what you were talking about, I've absolutely made excuses of, I don't have time. And I don't like that. But I think this will be a good way of, I have the time. Like I'm driving, I'm not doing anything.
Well, and a lot of it is how much do you care about what you're doing? Like, this is everything to me, you know? For you, you got to find something that it's everything to you.
That's
you know?
the thing is, I know I like podcasts, and I know I want to do one.
And you know
but-
you're good at it.
But, well,
I think so. I love your podcast.
I can talk a lot.
Yeah, I get mad whenever you're like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm
I
like,
know.
Spencer, bro.
I'll be
I was your biggest fan, bro.
I think there's only been, of the 3 that I made before this one, there was only one that I think was actually like really good. Me and Andrew did one that was like
pretty good.
fine. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. Then I did a Spencer's Court, which is a basketball one, for like 2 episodes. There wasn't enough people. I kind of burned out. Conversation Metro, I think, was a great idea. That one I ran out of people that wanted to do it. So that one wasn't on me. But this one is like, I really want to stick to it. I really want to do it. So hopefully I do.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you do because I'll definitely listen.
Well, I had a hypothetical that I asked people: if you were in a room with 999 other random people, so 1,000 people, and you only get out if you are the best in the room at a thing, what is that thing? So not that you're the best in the world, but just odds
in
are
the room.
odds are 1 in 1,000 random people. Mine is to hold a conversation with myself for the longest. I think I could do that longer than most people in
Then
the
you
world.
definitely need a podcast.
which is this whole thing. It's literally just me talking and filling dead air for 8 minutes.
The first thing that came to my mind was set up a PE lesson. I don't know why why that was the first thing that
You
came
probably
to my mind.
would.
Mine are so dumb. I was gonna say.
Oh,
I was gonna say run faster than everybody else. And I was like,
you're cooked. If
but
I'm
like,
in that
am I
room.
cooked though? But you're probably not. It's random.
Okay, but
1,000
if I was, you're
of
cooked.
8 billion people. Let's
Hey,
say
I'm not gonna lie. I might not win the race, but I'm not finishing on the
Hey,
top 5.
if Malik's in the room, you're also cooked because I think we're the same
The
speed.
one thing I had against you was I was a tiny bit faster.
You were.
But the thing that sucked was that you were more agile. So then anytime we played football, if
It looked like
he
I
would
was
be
fat.
quarterback because he could just skedaddle around. I would just run in a straight line, do like a partial slant.
I throw the
Hey,
50-yard
Hey.
freaking dot to you.
Hey, Malik actually was a 2022 Dino. Buddy got a ring.
I also got a partial
You remember that?
concussion.
dude, I'll be honest.
Was that the year that I fell? Or was that the year before?
Oh my
Was that
god.
when you- was
Where
that
I
when you
stepped on
ran-
the plate and I slid.
No, that was the year.
Okay, hold on.
You have a ring.
Hold on.
You have
I
a
got
ring.
something I want to talk about. I got something I want to talk about. Let's not get carried away.
Spencer, were you a Dino?
I don't. Sure.
Yes,
probably,
he was a
yeah.
Dino. What are you talking? He was on the 2022 Dinos, bro.
I didn't know if you were.
He was the base coach.
Was
He was
that-
taunting me. He's the reason I lost game 1 of the World Series.
But you
Was
weren't
that
in the
was
picture.
was that my big third base coach
He
year?
didn't show up to the.
No, your big third base coach was earlier.
No, I was out of town.
Your
on,
big
at
base
the
coach-
World Series weekend.
Your big base
Yeah,
coach
year
year was
before.
the Monarchs 2020.
yeah, because I
You're
had
on
the blonde
super
hair.
team. Yeah, but hey, listen. So the
You
other
got a
day,
ring.
I think I have 4,
You're one behind me, buddy.
and I have not played a single inning.
hey, the insider has 4 rings. That's crazy. But listen. So the other day, this guy hits me up and he's like, "Hey, bro, I have been watching you for the whole time you've been doing Underwater Fly Zone. I've never hit you up, but I just want to say I love what you're doing. I've been one of your biggest supporters, but you would never know it because I never reached out." And I was like, dang, dude, there's so many silent supporters out here. And then I thought back to the podcast episode we 3 did, and Malik brought something up. He was like talking about how some people used to like think what I was doing is weird or whatnot. And so I was like, dang, there's some silent haters too. So I posted, and this dude started talking down on me. Bro, you have no haters, bro. No silent haters.
No. Foster took a screenshot of this very nice message. Like,
I always ask, can I screenshot this? And he said,
okay,
yes.
it was a very nice message. Like, nothing, no hate at all. He was a supporter from day one, just didn't say anything. And he's still a supporter now. It's not like in the mix, he like, oh, I hate this brand. You know what I'm saying? He loved the brand the whole time. There's no need to post. So you're on, say I'm
Okay.
thankful for people like this. I'm thankful for silent supporters of the brand. I love y'all thank you for helping me grow. And then underneath it, and the silent haters. Where is it? Like,
Okay,
was
I
like, where-
might have got a little carried away, but I'm just saying it's weird to think that thousands of people see what we're doing, and it's like there's so many people that have never reached out that love what we're doing, and then it's weird to think too. There's so many people that watch everything we do, just praying on the day that we have a
Hate
downfall.
watching, still watching.
I think that's a fun thing to
that-
think. I
If
don't.
you're
That's
out there,
free-
suck it.
You're still
Watch it
watching.
right now.
You're watching. They're probably out there, bro. They're probably gonna be very upset right now.
I don't think Carson's point was that that's a wrong thought. I think it's that a screenshot of someone being
I
amazed
agree.
and not
I-
to
Wrong
play.
time.
And see,
I love you so much, man. Oh, you're praying on my downfall.
I agree. I this is why I love Carson because he'll always call me out. If I post something that sounds dumb, he's like, "Bro, what is this?" And I'm like,
Oh,
all right, let me reword it, or let me just take it down
I
completely.
deadass read the thing and I was like, or I didn't read what Foster put at all. I read the message. I was like, dang, this dude's like a great supporter for us. He's not one of the guys that's always commenting on the stuff, but he supports us. He loves our stuff. And then I read, I'm like, Foster's giving him his credit, and I was like, and then there's haters. I was like, where's the message about the haters? I don't
But,
see anything
hey,
about that.
Malik, I want to talk more about that though. Those silent haters. What prove to me that they're out there. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're out there because there's plenty of people that I know that I won't see for a bit, and I'll catch up with them. And people from high school. What is it, like 5? Almost coming up on 6 years.
Almost. Wait, is it almost 7 years?
No, it was 6. You graduated
Yeah.
2019.
Oh yeah, I don't know math, but
People ask about who you still see, and I bring you up, and they're like, "Oh, he's still doing the podcast." I'm like, yeah. And they're like, "Oh, I just could never. He's so positive. What are you complaining for? He's happy.
that's so funny.
He's making a positive impact on the world.
Man,
Like, what are
too
we saying?
positive.
Okay.
I want him to be
Too
as
good.
miserable as me. Why can't he be sad like me?"
I'm glad. Okay, because literally since that episode, we never got into it on that episode. You just said it, and then the episode ended. And ever since that episode, I'm like, I want to know more about this. So if that's what they're saying, okay, I'm chilling, bro.
I won't say names
He's
because
too
I don't
positive.
know if you are watching.
No, I
but
could probably
you-
guess.
But I hope you sneeze because I'm talking about you.
Carson, don't sneeze right
Yeah, I
now.
was gonna say, is it me?
That's funny, dude. That's funny. Okay, well, I wanted to bring that up because this dude, but I guess you do admit that they're out there, but yeah, it was the way I worded it.
It
I
just
kind of
had
took it.
nothing to do
out.
with
This is not the place.
Yeah,
It's like someone supporting you, and then you're like, love the silent haters. Okay, all right, bro.
Cool.
This guy's
What about
rising me
the
up.
vocal supporter,
Yeah,
like
what
the guy
about
that
the
you're
dude
trying to
that-
post about?
Bro's
Okay,
reaching out and
This-
helping out. man.
again, Carson's good at calling me out when I'm out of.
This guy's
of
bringing me
baseline.
up, but there's people out there.
Yeah,
bringing me
you
down.
guys are trying.
Yep. They don't say anything. Never
I'm
once
talking
spoken to
to
me.
you.
Might as well talk about him anyway.
That's so funny. dude.
Because one time Malik mentioned it that might exist a
Might
year
have.
ago.
In an episode you didn't see, we talked about it.
All right, so we're like at 57, more like 55 minutes. What else should we talk about? Malik, what do you want to bring up, bro? Is there anything specific or?
Well, a thought I've had since I've got 5 weddings to go to this year, and I've been asked multiple
What are
times.
you? Wait, hold up.
Dropping his pants. I've been asked because I've been in a relationship for 2 years, and
Okay, restart.
Sorry,
restart. That was so wrong.
so-
Why'd you drop
so
your pants
sorry.
in the middle of?
I'm
the
burning up, bro. We need a fan
Yeah,
here.
no, it's warm.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Anyways,
We're
Malik,
wrapping up at an hour and a half. Or an hour and 5 minutes.
No.
Let's
Malik,
just
what's your
wrap
story?
up after Malik
Malik,
talks,
what's your
bro.
story?
Please.
Weddings this year.
yeah.
So there's
You got 5
Five
weddings this
weddings.
year.
everybody's getting married this year, or at least within the next few years,
or last
And-
year.
or last year. I went to a few weddings last year. Jeez. But I'm happy for everyone that I know that's getting married. But at the same time, I get asked a lot about when I'm getting married. And I thankfully am in a loving enough relationship where we both just constantly talk and work things out on understanding that we're both, we both love each other. We've lived together for a little over a year and a half, and we're constantly growing ourselves, and that is perfectly fine. If you're in a relationship, you are going to be growing as long as you're alive. As long
That's
as you're
facts.
being true to yourself, you're always going to be figuring yourself out. Relationships are weird because there's no real time. Like Spencer and McKenna have been together for coming up on 8 years, and even if they started off as kids, that's 8 years.
Yeah.
If you can't figure out after 8 years going into your 20s if you really want to be with somebody, you probably just that's it.
Uh-huh.
But my brother asked me the other day, he was like, "So, when are you guys getting married this summer too?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, are you okay?" Yeah. "Oh, we're great." We want to go on a trip with just the two of us before anything like that. Our goal is to have a house. I don't know when the hell that's gonna happen, but we have a dog. We don't have a kid. Not planning on having kids because I think planning on it is how you kind of
You
mess
stumble
things up a
into
little
it.
bit. Yeah, but and you're gonna learn. I mean, you already feel it kind of having a dog. I don't know as much of a cat. It's like having a kid. It's a little more frustrating because you don't know what the hell they're thinking. It'll look you in the eyes and just pee,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, why?
You want to yell at it, and then it just looks at you, and you're like,
And it's like, I'll pee again. You're scaring me. I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I just like the idea of people being able to understand that one, you gotta be okay with being by yourself. I haven't had a whole lot of time in my life to do that because I'm always enjoying the company of others and trying to have my friends and family around me as much as I can, and well, as long as it keeps me sane. Some people are crazy, but yeah, like I wish the best for you guys. I'm happy that the friends that I have that are in strong relationships, I'm friends with both ends, so I get kind of a better perspective on things. Like, I don't know exactly how everything has been for you and Macy,
horrible.
but
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
like, remember would see you guys are getting your place. I'm like, all right, they're making steps, and then just like randomly seeing you guys post, like, say you either had like the day off, like a late morning, and then you two are just having breakfast together,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't have too many days where I can do stuff like that, but on days that I do, like, I try to do things like that because the little, like you're talking about having 6 months left and trying to do the little things. I think the moments like that where you really build into kind of just being comfortable with another person. Carson, I don't know your situation, but
Him and him.
Multiple girls and a dude.
Me and me.
you and you, and that's okay.
Multiple girls, bro.
I'm
You
playing.
you can't
just
you can't
Connor
be
and
happy
Chad.
with anybody else if you can't be happy with yourself.
Oh,
And-
that's
and
where I'm
me.
at, bro. I want to be. That's what I want to do. I don't care to satisfy anybody else until I know I'm fully satisfied in myself. So
Sheesh. That's kind of a bar.
Instagram make me viral.
Nothing sucks more than like being at a point where you, because one, relationships can never be like, you can never really be at 100% like between the two of you. Like, you both can't be at 100% all the time.
Mhm.
Somebody's gonna be at like 50%, and you just, it's not that you have to like make up for it. It's more of like understanding that's just how things are. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
ups and
this-
downs.
There was a TikTok I saw, and it's like everyone says relationships are 50-50. And she goes, me and my husband have never been 50-50. I'll come home and I'll say, I got 20. And he'll go, all right, I'll do
I feel
80.
like everybody in
Every-
a relationship has
Has
this.
seen that TikTok. But it like
Mm.
it is real where it's not going to be 50-50. It's just got to add up to 100. Like, you got to do what you got to do. What's got to get, if you got a dog, someone's got to take it for a walk.
Yeah.
If you got a kid, someone's got to feed the kid. Someone's got to make dinner. It's not necessarily, oh, everything's 50-50. It's just getting it done when you can and knowing that some days you're going to give more. Some days you have to give less.
That's one thing about podcasts, though. Can we admit? Do you think they really get home every day? In the
Say,
first,
I've got
I'm
24.
at 85 today. I'm good tonight.
Yeah. No, absolutely
I
not.
can give you
That is-
37. 37's all I got.
Like, bro, this is what.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely her, like, clip farming. But
Yeah.
it's a good sentiment, and it's good. Like, I
It's-
don't come
yeah, I
home and tell
agree.
McKenna I got 25, but I'll come home and be like, I had a really stressful day. Like, I was gonna make pizzas for dinner tonight. I was gonna make when I got home. I need like 15 minutes to just like sit down and do nothing. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I just need to like relax.
Yeah.
That's our way of saying I've got 40.
Yeah,
Look,
dude.
Like, I just need a
You
minute.
go in, you're like, I had a rough day. She's like, well, good thing I got 85.
Yeah, I'm like, rough day. She's like, give me a number. I need a number into it.
No words, number only.
I don't
Please.
understand bad day.
Bad day. I know 30.
No, dude. When I ask how Macy's day is, that's and her answer in my head. I'm like reading her. I'm like, yeah, tonight I'm gonna have to do a lot. Or tonight I'm laying on the couch, big chilling.
A
Bro.
kid spit on you?
Yeah.
Well, McKenna worked in the ER for a year, so I was like, I don't care what my day was like. Her job is harder. She had she brought someone back to life today. A customer got annoyed with me. Like, I'll make dinner. I'll wash the sheets. Like, I got it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll take care of it.
That's so funny.
You get some sleep.
You get some sleep.
Yeah. You got 8. You've got 8
You have
left.
-8.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
I'm like the Kelseys. I'm the 92 percenters.
Oh
There we
my
go.
gosh,
Good
that was a
shout
good
out.
I
one.
can do it.
Call back.
That was a good one. All right. I kind of feel like I had something to say, but I can't really remember. And Carson said 105, and it's 105.
I'm just burning.
Hey, I gotta say though, we were
saw.
talking about money with the 6 months. If you follow the Dave Ramsey,
The baby steps?
the baby steps, you should have a 6-month emergency fund, boys.
I do.
I ain't got that.
So the whole point of the episode was, if you had 6 months to live,
Was
Dave
burn,
Ramsey should got you covered.
was burn your emergency fund.
Burn that baby.
Yeah. Yeah. It's there for a reason.
that's an emergency if I ever
Which
heard.
step is that? Step 2?
Okay, I'm not that big of a Dave Ramsey nerd. I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's pay off your debts.
No.
6-month emergency fund.
Step 1 is have a $1,000 buffer.
That's right.
Step
2
two
is debt.
Debt
Step
snowball,
3 is
baby.
emergency fund.
Bro.
Pay
How
off-
are
pay off-
you
pay-
25 years old and got $2 million in debt?
That's plain stupid.
That's just stupid.
Man, we should do a financial episode.
I would have a lot to say.
I got a
Really?
98.
How you got $1,000 and ain't spending all of it? That's just stupid.
You got a $2,000 paycheck and you still have
You still got
$2,000.
I'll be honest, I'm very proud of the steps I've made financially over the last year and change of graduating. Like I got a budget sheet I do every month, and then I go back and track last month's. We got savings accounts. Like I'm a big boy.
W, do you have that Roth IRA though?
Yes.
W,
clutch.
did you max it out?
No. not
Okay,
yet.
that was actually too personal. My bad. I haven't either.
Cut it out.
7K.
Hey, max out your Roths, boys and girls. I can't even do that though. So
I got a 98 in that class, and I fell asleep on every Dave Ramsey video. She turned the lights off, and it was my last period of the day.
I did the same thing, but these days, bro, I drive around in the work truck listening to Dave Ramsey all day.
You sound like my father
Dude,
and my
he's
boss.
good. He's kind of funny sometimes.
Dave Ramsey has a thing called entree leadership, which is how to be a
That's
good
what
leader.
I listen
My
to.
boss makes us fill out an entree leadership report every Friday.
Wow.
That's actually a good thing.
It's
right?
got on a scale of 1 to 5, you do your morale for the week, your stress for the week, and your workload, and then you have to say 1 high and 1 low of the week at least. And then there's opportunities to like explain it or add other stuff.
I like
every
that.
Friday.
Icon Orange, baby.
Icon Orange. it's their shirt.
Restocked. Restocked.
You should get Malik his shirt that he got of that design then.
What do you get?
We didn't bring it up. Malik ordered one of these. This one actually.
Oh shoot! And I never got it to
no.
him. Are you serious?
These are like 2.
Oh, we
these are
gotta
like-
cut this out.
These are like 2 years old. But he said you posted. And you were like, record sales doing so good, and so he didn't want to like pressure you and be like, "Where's my
Bro! Hold up.
It's-
That's funny because I'm wearing that.
that same?" Whoa.
It's the same drop.
yeah.
That's probably
Dang,
home.
Malik. Here, I'll give you the one I'm wearing. I'm kidding. This is my favorite.
How about you
shirt,
just
bro,
take a
sorry.
free pick from
This is
anything in our shop?
I think this is my second favorite shirt besides the Icon Orange.
Wait, Malik, you paid for it and you never got it?
No. I think like I came back for the next drop, and I got I got the purple hoodie. I got that one. And I thought about it, like, I think I had something else. Like, I think because you and Macy were talking, and I was like, yeah, I'll just go.
All right. Listen. If you're watching, because this happened to me the other day, bro. If you bought something and you have not got it, reach out because, one, I might be an idiot like I am right here. But second of all, every order gets dropped off. If you're in Raymore and you order it, you're probably getting it the same day or the day after because
Same-day
I'm on
delivery.
there. So if you don't have, like, someone reached out, they're like, bro, am I ever going to get my camo hoodie? I'm like, it's February. Those dropped in December. Like, you got it.
Yeah.
And they're like, I haven't got it yet. I'm like, then you probably, it was a whole thing actually, but it's like you probably didn't go down and check your step in time. Like,
yeah.
like I think somebody napped it. But I'm like, I have proof that I delivered it. And I'm like, I still gave him a free shirt because I'm too nice, but I don't know. That was a
Some
whole
dude's just
thing.
walking around. You're like, I got a t-shirt for one day when it's nice outside, and then I got my hoodie for when it's cold.
Bro literally
And I
got
only
the camo.
paid.
And just
Yeah.
like,
I'll tell
damn it.
you for a fact, I guarantee they don't have that hoodie though. I know kind of what happened.
This-
I don't want to call them out.
This beanie has become one of my favorite pieces of merch because I got a big head, so beanies always hurt because they're one size and they're too small. But this stretches and like doesn't elasticize in, so it's one of the few beanies I can actually wear.
I was gonna say that beanie's fire for
It's
like,
sick,
the
and it
band
fits. So
across?
my favorite fit is this hoodie, this, and then my brown Carhartt like big coat in the winter.
That'd be fire.
Because this ties into both of those. It's the exact same
That's
color
sick.
brown,
That
and then
is
it's got
hard.
the purple logo. Oh, it's so cool.
That is hard.
And then usually jeans.
Have you ever seen people repping merch at your work, like a customer?
No,
Damn.
no.
What about you, Malik?
It's too old. to be
Not
proud.
at work. There's one person from my Whitney something that was in your grade.
Bull.
Juan.
She makes cupcakes. She
Yep, I
bakes.
work with her. No, but
Yeah.
I don't know if she has.
Oh,
any.
I wanna talk
But I've
about
seen
something off
people.
air.
I've seen people just walking around.
I've seen people in the gym with them. Planet Fitness has them. You almost every time I've gone in, someone's wearing it. And if they're not, I probably was.
Okay, that's sick. That's dope. All right, are we done? Because you
Yeah,
said
I
you
think
want to
we
talk about
should- we
something
should-
off
Yeah,
air.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
we
about
should
something
probably.
off air.
This is how long I've.
I'm taking this off then. All right, hey, underwater
Oh
fly
shoot!
zone.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on. Let me run that back.
Hey, hey.
You didn't
All right,
start quick
now
enough.
we're-
All right,
We're
we're
wrapping
done.
it up. Thanks for
Spencer
watching.
was giving me the middle school look. Like,
I thought Carson. It looked like Carson was about to go into something. So I was
Yeah, then
waiting.
you stopped the beat. Yeah, this is lame. All right, Underwater Fly Zone episode 5 is over. Thank you guys for watching. It's been fun. Spencer Harris, Malik,
Cosby Wright.
Foster, Carson signing off. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
If you ain't listening to the Underwater Fly Zone part, what you doing? Like, honestly.